Welcome to Mariko's Midnight Musings, where I sit here for 40 minutes recording video after video and then deleting every single one of them. But maybe this one will make it onto YouTube. If so, hello! We made it! We made it onto the YouTubes! Yeah, so what do I tell you then? Because telling my story is not working out. Basically, things have happened that have set back my mental health progress. I'm depressed, that sucks, none of the treatment's working, but I've been making progress on my own bit by bit, and then government decides to destroy it all. Not all of it, but a good chunk of what I've worked for this year. They just want to tread on everything. And so I'm upset, but I've cried enough now that I don't feel it at this moment after 40 minutes of recording the same video over and over and going completely crazy. Yeah, and this has been no help. The two separate rants from Facebook that I did, which I was going to read out, but keep sounding stupid, so I just don't. I just keep deleting them. I don't know, I suppose I should say some of what happened. But okay, let's just get to the point. So, I'm a real mess at the moment. It doesn't seem like it, because I'm just that dead inside right now that I'm going insane. Okay, but so how does this affect you? Because I'm a mess, I don't think I'm going to get that bookshelf tour done before I go to Japan. I think I'm just going to make random videos like this. I'm probably not even going to meet my Wednesday schedule anymore. I'm just going to make random videos until I go off to Japan. And then assuming my internet works well there, I'll make random videos while I'm in Japan. But yeah, between now and then, I'm just going to organise what I'm actually going to do in Japan, because I just need to escape for a bit. I just need to get away from all the bullshit that's here, and here comes some of the emotion, doesn't it? But yeah, I just need to get out of the country and pretend there are no problems and just have a break. Because, okay, so how do I keep this short and sweet? I don't know. So because of my depression, this is the first depression where I've actually had to stop working. And so it's the first time I've been unemployed since my first job. Every other depression I've managed to keep working, but this one has been so much worse that I couldn't handle it anymore, and, you know, the treatments haven't been going well, so I had to stop working, just to sort of, because I think about suicide. I haven't tried anything, and I'm trying to stay away from all that, but it's just been worse in my head this time, and yeah, some of the medications that I've tried didn't go well and were interfering with things, and you know, all the existential problems I have. I mean, how can I think about working when... Okay, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to give anyone ideas. I don't want to make anyone more upset than we need to be, because, you know, the world's just awful. But, you know, if you have something in your life that you enjoy, do it. Do it. Otherwise, what's the point of all this? Yeah, if you struggle to enjoy something, you need to find something you enjoy and just do it, because otherwise... Okay. Let's get back to the point. So I had to stop working. And then a few months after that, I was like, you know what, I should apply for Centrelink. That's Australia's welfare system. And there's kind of two ways you can go. If you are disabled, you can get a disability payment, or the only other option is the job seeker payment. I'm not disabled, yet. There are some people who are talking about me like I'm disabled, but I don't consider myself to be disabled. My brother, unquestionably disabled. Me, hopefully not. Hopefully, I get better. And YouTube is, talking to you is much better therapy than some of the other stuff I've tried. Also, doing this uni course, my psychiatrist said, go do a master's in anything. Your brain needs it, and it'll open up your employment prospects anyway, just because having a master's is like a thing. So those things are helping. I'm trying to sleep, diet, exercise, keeping busy, helping people. That's what my list is up to right now. I'm sure there was something else that I was putting on the list, but I forget. Anyway, so I'm not disabled. The only other option is the job seeker payment. But I can't work right now, so I went through this whole farce to get them to recognize my medical condition and get an exemption. Let's not talk about that. That's its own rant. Yeah, so my medical exemption has expired. Now they want me to do job search. They did put me with a disability employment service, but instead of helping me get to a point where I can work, it so far sounds like they're just gonna shove me into job search. Because some Centrelink psychologist who has talked to me once thinks that I can work 23 hours a week. And they know I'm studying as well. That doesn't play into their calculations at all. They just think I can work 23 hours a week when I can't even... You know, I struggle to get out of bed. I often have to go back to bed in the middle of the day. If we're lucky, I shower once a month, because I used to be able to shower once a week, but no, now I'm down to once a month, and just use a ton of deodorant that hopefully no one notices. Yeah, anyway, so they think I can work 23 hours a week, and I don't think this is correct, but supposedly that means I have to go into the job agency twice a week and do job search there. I mean, this is the first time I've been unemployed. I know how to get a job. I know how to write a resume. I don't need help with any of that stuff. What I need help with is getting my head sorted. You know, I mean, on Monday I have to go back in, and hopefully it's not as bad as they were saying it was on Friday, but I have a feeling this is all just gonna go to shit. And every time, I mean, I can't tell you how many issues I've had with this whole Centrelink process, but every time I have contact with them, they just undo all the progress that I've made. I mean, I've worked so hard this year to get to the point that I'm at now, and then they just come and steamroll over that. Yeah, the emotion's finally coming back, isn't it? So, you know, I mean, I don't need their money, really. I mean, my family will look after me. I'm really lucky in that sense. I mean, I don't like having to rely on other people, and I want to get better to work again, but these guys, every time I have a contact with them, they don't know, you know, everyone tells me something different. They don't know their own system. And so they make it really hard to navigate, and they just make me feel like shit. You know, they think that I'm just lazy or something. They don't, like, I have medical documentation saying I'm actually sick. I've called Lifeline I don't know how many times. It's just, so, I mean, okay, on Monday, maybe things will go okay. Maybe they'll have figured out how to not put me through this, because the lady at the disability services thing was like, yeah, no, you should not be working. You should have an exemption. But at the same time, she didn't seem to think that there was any way for me to get out of it, except for this last-ditch effort that didn't work. So if she hasn't figured out how to make this actually work for me with my condition. Because I don't need it to survive. I mean, it helps pay for, you know, my uni expenses and travel. And, you know, there are a bunch of things that having this extra money helps with, but, you know, I don't need it to survive. I'm not going to be homeless. I'm not going to be hungry. So if it doesn't, if they don't actually help me, if all they do is make me feel worse and take my progress back and make me feel more depressed, and I mean, what do they want? Do they want me to fucking end up in hospital? Because really, I mean, if I went to hospital, that costs more than if you just leave me the hell alone. So, okay, sorry. I just try and get myself back together again. If they don't actually help me, I'm thinking of just saying, look, you're not helping. I don't want your money because I would rather have nothing in my wallet than have you keep crushing me. I will do better with my recovery if you just leave me alone. And I've tried this before, actually, when they weren't being helpful. Is I said, look, I don't want you harassing me. And at the time they gave me a crisis status, and then eventually got the medical exemption that just finished now. The thing is, if every time I get an exemption they do this to me and set my progress back, what's the point? You know, I just spend more time building up hope only for them to crush it again, and I'm back to square one. And so it's just going to be this cycle of building myself up and falling again. So if I go in on Monday and they don't help me, I'm just going to be like, take me off the system. I know if I don't turn up to these appointments, they will just cut my payments anyway, but as I understand it, they keep sending you text messages and calling you and saying you need to re-engage, you know, and I just don't want them to contact me anymore. I just want to be left alone and recover in my own way, and I will eventually get myself to a point where I can work again, or, I don't know, find some way to support myself and not have to rely on my family all the time, because, you know, my family's not going to be around forever. I mean, you would hope that I outlive my parents. Let's try not to get anywhere too dark. What did I write? Yeah, I'm thinking of just leaving that system, working on myself. I do have some savings, so, you know, hopefully, you know, I don't have to pay rent or food. So if I could make that stretch out for a while, I'll be okay. And if I can go long enough, then maybe I will be better if the government agencies stop harassing me. And then I can start working again. Wow, like I'm starting to shake. So yeah, I'll see what happens on Monday. On Tuesday, I've made an appointment to see my doctor. And you know, she's the one handling my head at the moment. And if, like, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I need to see a psychologist again, because, you know, the medication has not been a route that I can take, so psychiatry is not really an option now. But I mean, I don't think a psychologist can fix me and treat me in that sense, but maybe they can help me just cope. Isn't that depressing that my best thought right now is just finding ways to cope? I mean, everything else I'm doing has been slowly getting me better, so I keep doing that, but maybe I just need some help dealing with things when things go wrong. Because at the moment, when things go really bad, what I do is I put on a video game like Stardew Valley, turn off the music on that, and just play heavy metal. And eventually a song comes on that I have to sing along to, and that just gets all the emotion out and stops me from having this huge spiral of suicidal thoughts and whatever. But I haven't had to do that in a while. the fact that I'm thinking I need to do that is... Anyway. So I'll go see my doctor on Tuesday and ask her about psychologists again. The only thing is I don't want to see anyone I've seen in the past because those didn't work out. So I don't know, I don't actually know if there's a psychologist who can deal with my specific problems, because I'm not like other people who are like, oh, I just don't think the same way as other people, and I've been in this system so long that, you know, when people are trying to do cognitive behavioral therapy on me, I can kind of tell what they're gonna say, and it's not helpful anymore. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, because, you know, I've done this video so many times, or attempted to. This is the furthest I've got, though. I mean, we're up to 16 minutes, and I only meant to go for 10, and I haven't deleted it yet, so this is a good sign, isn't it? I think I'll upload this one, even though I cry right in the middle. Yeah, so I can't really remember exactly what I've said, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I already mentioned, probably not going to do the bookshelf tour. I mean, I just can't sit there and edit that, and it's a little bit too, here's a thing and here's a thing cheerful, so maybe I'll do that when I get back from Japan. I'm really sorry, Icy Sync, about having to wait for that, but, you know, I'll get to it eventually. It's just right now I'm too much of a mess. I just need to focus on myself. You know, I'm sure I'll keep making these Midnight Musings videos, but don't expect my regular ones. Yeah, and I'll, for my patrons, I'll still post some stuff up, that I'm, like, you know, for this month, and, but yeah, as I said on that, I'm probably going to be a bit of a mess for a bit, but that was more just from being busy, I think. But now I'm busy and miserable, so yeah, I think that's it for now. It's been a bit all over the place, but I'll just post it, because otherwise, I mean, what, it's probably 1 AM by now. Good night. Turn off. Turn off.